All right. Welcome back, everybody. Officially, welcome to weekly market review with stalking the dealer, aka FX Igwe. And this week bring us to a wrap with the complete month to complete the month of January 2026, and yet we have been consistent and with only one trade this week with the community. And for me personally, I took two trades. I think we call it a wrap for week 3. And this and next week that we are going to start, which is starting from tomorrow, is our week 4. Now, why this? I believe I have break down the calendar and how we analyze the quarter, right? This is because we have a unique and specific way that we break down the calendar. Okay, so I don't want to spend so much time on this because we have made a separate video, a different recording. You can watch it on YouTube. We have it on how we broke down the calendar based on quarters. Okay, so officially end of week 3 January, and now we are going to start week 4 January. So let's quickly see what we have done the previous week with the community. I think let's see where the week begins for us. Okay, officially here, right? This was our last recording, as you can see. So this is Thursday, 29 January, and this is where we share the entries and everything. And look what we got. If you guys join this, I believe you have seen this. Okay. So this is the only trade I shared with you guys. So in a bit, we are going to see the breakdown with Mega. So and also uh, we are going to see the breakdown on DXY and everything regarding the market this week. So a quick snapshot, which I've already given. This is it. We have what we have seen with the previous group. I mean, last week with the group, and what we are going to see this week. We are going to see it coming up next. So now the risk sentiments. Now, what is the market currently going through? And what should your risk sentiment be? Of course, I don't have to tell you this, but we are going to look at risk management at the end of this recording. We are going to look at risk management and whatever it is that you need to be alert with. Okay. So volatility is crazy. Prop firms are closing out. Brokers are buying metals. So we have seen crazy. This is the one of the craziest moments in this market. We have seen crazy volatility. We have seen massive dump and pop. We have seen everything. So you don't need anyone to tell you that this is a critical condition. You need to stay either on the sidelines or you cut your risks by more than half. Okay. We are going to look at USD strength and weakness. We are going to see what is the reason for the bias and what is the reason for the sales, where we are coming from, and where we are going. Right here on with this recording. Also, now we are going to look at the fundamental events. Okay, the major news that we are going to have this coming up, this coming week. Okay, and we are going to see what is the possible levels that are going to move the price. Okay. Now, moving on, this week I'm only going to focus on cross pairs because last week I traded major pairs. I traded Nasdaq and I traded uh, NZD USD. It's also a major pair. Okay, so this week we're going to look at cross pairs, and particularly out of these 4 pairs, I'm going to select 2 or 1 and trade with it. So why do I specialize on these pairs? This is because of the fractional disparity that we are having, you know, where the major pairs did great. So next week I'm going to look at the crosses. Do we have some fractional disparity between them, or do we have correlation between them as well? Okay, So this is what we are going to look at. We are going to look at NZD card, either Euro odd or GBP odd, Euro NZD or GBP NZD, depending on which pair give us the opportunity the most. Okay, we are going to look at their levels. Okay, we are also going to look at risks, reminder, and questions and answers, which, even though if you are not opportune to get your question answered here on live, you can still drop your questions on the group. You can still drop your questions on the chat, and we will see it. We always answer it, right? So let me stop sharing with this screen and then hop up on the other screen so that we can make this very efficient and very quick. Right. So let me share with this. I will have to share only this and this. Okay, good one. Good one. So let's look at DXY. So now this is where I see the levels. I always look at levels here on my MT4, and then I look at the minor technicals on TradingView. Okay. Now, what are the minor technicals? What I mean by minor technicals is every technical that you are seeing, regardless of the model you are using, regardless of the strategy you are using, okay, is a minor technical compared to the levels. So no, now these levels, like I said, this is not a mentorship video, but these levels are what I use to determine the overall bias of the market. Okay, while this is where the market is going to go, while the other technicals show you how it is going to go. Okay, so now as you can see, this is the XY, and this is what we have seen from last week. This is how they handle the psychological support and resistance coming out of last week. Setting the week low on Tuesday, and we have seen a significant strength in dollar throughout the week. Okay, we started with a weaker dollar, and we end up with a recovered but not strong USD. I don't know if you understand the ideology here. Where we started from last week is where we officially ended this week, okay, with the dollar. So, what do we expect? Well, I don't expect so much, but I expect, based on my own levels and what I'm seeing here, I expect to see Monday, Tuesday, what the dollar has to offer. Then I will decide Wednesday, Thursday, where the dollar is going to go. I don't usually analyze or jump into conclusion towards where the dollar is coming from, where the dollar is going, but I can see where it is coming from, but I don't jump into conclusion early week to say, okay, wait, this is where the dollar is going to go, right? So we are going to use 3 days of the week to determine where the dollar is heading to, because we have seen significant recovery from significant weakness of the dollar ending the week we have come out from. So now I have to see what the market, what the dealers has to offer, and then we take it. Right? So snapshot, snapshot. I deleted what we have done last week with this, but let's see if right here. Okay, this is Nasdaq, and this is how I have been tracking it just to take these trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what do I mean? What do I mean by this 1, 2, 3, 4? I was looking for opportunity in all these levels that you are seeing, but it did not present until here, right here. This is where it presents. That's why I indicate it like this. So I have been looking for opportunity on Thursday, late New York session. I did not take it. On Asia, I was looking for this to take out the high. It did not deliver, but until London session after stop hunt box, that we got this. After I was officially taken out, because this is where I took the trade. I was hoping for this, and early London session, I got took out. Now this is the recovery setup. This is the recovery entry right here. This is on Nasdaq. Now the other pair we took, this is it. I hope it will come back as well. Right here. You see it? This is what we have seen. This is what we have traded. This is the only trade we took right here. Okay. But I still watch this and this. I did not react on any of the on any of this, but I officially project it and tape read this setup. So this is how we do. So now look at this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was only monitoring the market, analyzing the market, and seeing what the market is. Okay? Right. So this is it. This is how I do things. I look at where the market is coming from, and then I wait for the market or dealers to show us what they have before we start projecting, before we start any form of reacting. Okay? Okay? Right. So now, like I said, we are going to look at cross pairs. So the breakdown under this call, we cannot have the breakdown until we have seen what the dealers has for us on Monday, on Tuesday. Then we analyze and drop the projections. There we can have, okay, there we can have, sorry for the distraction. I think I have issue with my webcam. But anyway, we are almost about to finish this call. So what I was saying is that we take 3 days to see what the dealers has installed for us. That's one. Two, we project, and three, we wait for time and then we execute. If you are within the community, if I did not get the time to send the projection, I make sure I send free entries and signals. Okay, but it's good to have the projection. It's good to have the bigger picture of what is happening, even to simplify and make everything easier for you guys. Like I said, you cannot trade with us if you don't follow what we are doing, or if you don't know how we execute, or how we make exit and entries in this business. Okay, so this is the idea of this call, and this is the idea of the projection that we always send on our Telegram channel and also on Twitter. So we have seen 3 major pairs that we have seen last week, that we have traded last week. We have seen DXY, we have seen Nasdaq, we have seen NZD, USD. So now, what do we have on the table for the rest of the pairs? I said we are going to send projections of NZD card. Let's look at NZD card very quickly based on these levels, based on these zones and everything. Okay. Right. This is where we will be looking for more sales. As you can see, this pattern right here is telling us something. It's giving us something right here. Where is the? Oh, give me a moment. This as the left shoulder, and possible right shoulder is going to be come back here, or we can see a significant reaction here. Then we keep on looking for sales. But now I'm not going to confirm these sales until the market opens and I see the reaction of price based on these three zones. Okay, based on this head and shoulder, based on this level right here, you can see the black. This is the level. I want to see the reaction here. I want to see how price react to this before I confirm whether we are going to go in on the sales and take advantage. This is for NZD card. Now, which other pair do I list on? I think it's Euro odd, right? So I was late on this analysis, but I'll complete and send the projection with the channel. Okay. But reminder, we are not going to trade on Monday. We are not going to trade on Tuesday. We are not going to trade on Wednesday. Rather, we are going to tape read. We are going to project. We are going to wait until we have our age. Okay. So of course, I'll keep you guys updated. I think I'll just wrap this here because mainly we want to see the snapshot, and I believe we have seen the snapshot. We have seen how we have traded, why we have traded, when we have traded last week. Now we have seen how the week ended, right? Lastly, we are anticipating to see how the new week is going to begin. These are the three aspects that we always take care of, and these are aspects that we always uh, monitor the most, right? So I think I'll stop the recording here. I'll stop the recording here. Of course, my webcam has given me some issues, so I'll as well close it. If you guys have any question, if you guys have any question, then you can ask. If not, then let's quickly look at the calendar, complete calendar. I forgot to look at this calendar and I don't have much time left. So, like I said, on Monday, we don't have to trade. We have to see what is going to happen. We have Jolt opening on Tuesday. On Monday, we don't have anything but manufacturing PMI. We are absent. We will only watch. That's number one. On Tuesday, we have Jolt's opening, which is very powerful. We are going to see how the market is going to react to these fundamental events. Which levels are going to make the most impact? Okay. So on Wednesday, we also have ISM services, the PMI. I only focus on the major pairs, the major news pairs, which is the dollar and GBP, or sometimes with the euro. But I only focus on the dollar index. Okay. Now on Thursday, what do we have on with the dollar? We don't have anything, but we have official bank rate of with the GBP, which is very impactful. Now on the euro, I don't think. Okay, we have unemployment claims. I don't know how to deal with this, but I'll have to watch it and see what changes they are going to make, because I was hoping we are going to trade on Thursday in the London session. If not, then we make it late Thursday on New York session. Then on Friday, of course, we are going to have unemployment rate, okay, which is the NFP, non-farm payroll, right? So big days, but we are still going to commit, but rather not to trade the news, maybe pre-news or post-news. That's what I'm thinking about. So anyways, this is what I was talking about regarding my calendar. So if you guys are still confused to how we do our calculation, how we do everything, you can watch our last recording and see for yourself. This is the calendar and this is how we look at it. This week is the official week 4 of this week, of this month. We are going to officially start February from 9th. This is based on the quarterly calculation. Okay. So thank you very much and see you in the midweek where we do the breakdown and we send the breakdown, everything, including the signals. So cheers and bye-bye.